The Lithuanian government denounced a violation of its airspace and closed its frontier with Belarus and Russia.
And place their troops on high alert.
The unknown object that was shot down during the exercise turned out to be a Russian drone. The official line is that it was shot down to prevent an air collision with our jets training nearby. But the Russians refused to go along with that story and maintained that it was flying on their side of the border.
But it was flying on the wrong side of the border, right?
Well, it was hit in the Lithuanian airspace, but ended up a few meters on the other side of the frontier. So, as you can imagine, they jumped on the occasion to create their own narrative. In any case, the Lithuanian government has closed their borders with Belarus and Kaliningrad until the end of the investigations. As a response, the Russians have placed all their troops at the border on high alert and sent a quote-unquote military convoy carrying humanitarian aid to Kaliningrad. They are approaching the town of Lazdishe as we speak.
And nobody thought about stopping them?
It's a tricky situation. The Lithuanians cannot block humanitarian convoys without breaking international treaties.
Humanitarian my ass. We can't let that happen. The so-called humanitarian convoy is like spitting in our face. Williams, what are our units in the area?
A striker company from 2nd Cav is training nearby. If they move at once, they should be able to intercept the convoy before it reaches the city of Lazdie.
This isn't much, but it'll have to do. Dispatch them immediately.
General, don't you see what's happening? The drone, the convoy, half the Russian army are on high alert on the other side of the frontier. This whole situation could very well be a false flag operation. If you rush into this convoy with blazing guns, this would certainly give them a justification for a strong military response.
They wouldn't dare. They're only testing our resolve. So we'll put ourselves in their way, make a show of force, and watch them go crawl back under their rock.
And what will you do if they don't stop?
The city of Lazdie is a vital crossroad to reinforce Lithuania. If they take control of it, we have no way to defend Vilnius in case of invasion. We cannot take the risk to let that happen.
Sir, Striker Company responded. They are already inside of Lazdie and are awaiting orders.
Thank you, Major. Let's go, Commander. We have a lot on our plate.
The convoy has been spotted a few miles down this highway, sir.
No time to lose, then. This crossroad is the last position where we can stop them before they reach the city. Send your troops there immediately, Commander.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Already there.
The convoy is approaching.
Roger.
We're tracking its position with a drone.
Pedal to the metal.
Hurry up! Capture the crossroad before they reach it.
Relocating.
Remember, this is officially a humanitarian convoy, and unless proven otherwise, it must be considered as such. Act with extreme caution here, General.
Yeah, of course. Commander, make sure our troops are instructed to hold their fire and engage only if fired upon.
Anti-tank vehicle standing by. Fighting vehicle ready for combat. Moving there now. Striker ready.
We are holding the crossroad, General. They are approaching rapidly. Maybe they didn't see us. Shall we fire a warning shot?
Negative! Hold your fire and stay in the middle of the road. Show them we're here, and they'll back off.
Anti-armor, here! ATGM carrier, ready for combat.
They stopped.
It looks like they're hesitating.
I guess they weren't expecting us. Come on, now is the moment of truth. Either they go back, or they try to pass in force.
Striker here. Go ahead.
Look, they're moving back.
Thank God we won't have a war on our hands today. Congratulations, General. I have to admit, I didn't think it would be that easy.
No, wait.
Roger.
They
Moving
turn
to next
left.
waypoint.
What are they doing?
They're trying another approach to bypass us. Commander, redeploy your troops on these crossroads. Show them we're not here by accident. Don't forget to call reinforcements. We'll need all the help we can get to cover all these crossing points.
Metal to the metal. Anti-armor vehicle at your command. Fighting vehicle is combat ready, sir.
First crossroad secured.
Roger. Moving out. Combat vehicle standing by.
Second crossroad secured, sir. They've stopped again. Enemy soldiers have dismounted from the trucks and started moving in our direction. We got positive identification of weapons. I repeat, PID of weapons.
Hold your fire! This is a game of chicken. Whoever
Good
shoots
copy.
first takes
Next
the
waypoint
blame.
received.
And whoever gets shot first dies. Williams, drop a bomb on the road in front of them as a warning. We must show where our red line stands.
Striker ready for combat. ROE, fire
Our
at
drone
will.
has been shot down.
It's clear they're not coming to shake hands. You're authorized to engage, Commander.
Armed vehicles are detaching from the bulk of the convoy. They're moving up in our direction. Prepare for an assault.
Establish defensive positions in the buildings near the crossroads on our flank, Commander. And make sure our troops are resupplied. If one of these positions is overwhelmed, fall back on the main crossroad and hunker down there. I scrambled jets to provide fire support, but they won't be there before 30 minutes. Your orders are simple. Hold at all costs until they arrive.
Your men will never hold that long. Give me a minute. We have a pair of AC-130 gunships in the area. I will demand they be rerouted in your direction.
Moving there
We?
now.
Who are you actually working with now, Miller?
Metal
Just
to the
use
metal.
the plane and don't ask questions. They will be there in about 10 minutes.
Roger. We're Oscar Mike. ATGM carrier, ready for action. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. On ass, everybody! Recon vehicle, ready for action. Someone asked for a ride? Roger. We're on the move. Moving out. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Roger. We're on the move.
Be advised, Commander. A second wave of vehicles has forced the border and is approaching on the highway. They are accompanied by self-propelled howitzers this time.
Static defenses will be hammered by their artillery, so use the mobility of the strikers to avoid their fire.
Fighting vehicle, ready! What are you waiting for? Drive! Keep driving! Striker at your command, sir! Pedal to the metal. Striker awaiting orders. Moving there now. Combat vehicle under fire! Requesting orders! Already there. Striker at your command, sir. Roger. Moving out. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Vehicle damage! Requesting maintenance! Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Striker, ready for action! Copy. Relocating.
A handful of Lithuanian units have arrived, and will hold the outskirts of the town on our left. Fall back on the main crossroad and hunker down there to receive the main Russian assault. Our flank is starting to crumble. You can abandon ground to gain time, Commander, but make sure you keep control of the main crossroad.
Their artillery fires volley after volley without repositioning. Sadly, our mortars lack the range to provide counter battery without exposing themselves.
They're just asking to be beaten. Williams, contact the Lithuanian artillery battery that was training with the strikers. Those PCH-2000s will come in handy.
At once, sir.
The situation is getting dire here, Miller. When are those planes coming?
Troop transport. Standing
Almost
by.
there. Just hold on a few more minutes.
Striker ready.
Sir, the Lithuanian artillery responded. One of their platoons is already on its way. You can call it as reinforcement, Commander.
Vehicle has been hit! Need repair! Fighting vehicle here! We're under fire! Striker ready! Fighting vehicle engaged! Hit the gas! Transport here! We're in combat! Copy. Relocating.
Gunships are here to support you. Move them over enemy positions and enjoy the show.
Gunship standing by for target. New course set. Vehicle status is red. Hit! Artillery available, sir. Fire! Line of coordinates. Inbound.
The Russian troops seem to be falling back.
Strike.
Looks like they've had enough for today.
That was a close shave.
I got hit.
Stryker Brigade is in poor shape and needs to be withdrawn. But they bought us precious time to organize our next move. Congratulations, Commander.
No time for congratulations. Reports indicate Russian penetrations in all the main axes leading to the 3 capital cities of the Baltic states. So there you have it, General. Your long-awaited war. Could you please pay a bit more attention to these planes, Commander? They aren't exactly cheap, you know.